You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
A new partnership that we believe will change the landscape of local TV and how it interacts with live professional sports. But first, we are boots in the ground in New Orleans.
Welcome to the Brent and Austen Show on the road. We're at New Orleans Saints training camp here in Metairie, Louisiana, just outside of New Orleans, and the Jaguars have arrived. We arrived yesterday. Now the joint practice session gets going here this morning for a couple of hours. Just one joint session with the Saints before a preseason game on Saturday. There will be a lot to watch. We'll try to dissect it for you and give you all the information, the good and the bad. Hopefully more good for the Jags. We have team coverage here. Let's throw it over to Action Sports Jax, Olivia Tassley.
You talked about storylines that we're going to watch here at Jacksonville Jaguars' first joint practice. Well, it's going to be the run game with a beaten-up offensive line for this Jacksonville Jaguars team. And then on the other side of the trench for this defense, it's going to be stopping a familiar face in Travis Etienne. That's all coming up right now on the Brent and Austen Show.
And new video in the last 10 minutes. The players have arrived. They are walking onto the field, and we're about set to go. For Jags and Saints, the pads are about to start popping, and we welcome you in. Brent and Austen Show on a Thursday. Let's get after it.
All right, you want to talk about the Magic stuff first, or?
That's up to you, brother.
I didn't know what's going down, so that's above my pay grade. So if you want to address that first, man, by all means. I feel like it's pretty big for the network.
It's a huge deal, and that's one of the things, like Brent said, we think it's a huge deal for everybody. We know it's a huge deal for us, but there are a lot of things that kind of happen behind the scenes that sometimes seem like a big deal to us, but not necessarily for everybody else. So what is happening is we're going to TV. To put a long story short, we will have our own TV channel, and that is what you will see. That's what you'll see right here. It's on, we'll be over the air. 47.2. So if you have an antenna, or if you don't have an antenna, go buy one. It's like $15.
Yep.
And with that, you'll be able to watch all of our programming. You'll be able to watch the Brent and Austen Show.
Of course. And if you look really close in that picture, you're going to see me in row 400 in the stadium right there. It's hard to see, but I'm wearing a black T-shirt. If you look way back in the background, you're going to see me there giving a big thumbs up. It's hard to tell, obviously, because we're not zoomed up, but if you zoom up to section 400, I'm in that stadium seating there. But please go ahead.
So there's that. And you'll be also watch all Xfinity users will be able to watch on 216 and 1188 HD. This is to start in October, which means that come basketball season, that every Jacksonville user will be able to watch 70 Orlando Magic games for free live.
I love it.
On our new TV channel. There's a lot more to come. The Magic is definitely the biggest brand that we have partnered with, but that's not to say that's the only brand or the only team that could be coming down the pipeline, so stay tuned for that. This is just a big push to bring a lot more live professional and semi-professional sports into the homes of all of our Jacksonville families, Jacksonville viewers. So we're certainly excited for that. You will see the Brent and Austen Show. You'll see, again, all of our original programming from Club 904 to Fleet and Footy to even the Blitz Breakdown and some high school football. That will be there as well. But we certainly believe that there are a lot of Magic fans living in Jacksonville that for a long time haven't been able to really lock in on their teams without obviously spending for the package and all those good things.
Sure.
So yeah, we expect a lot more basketball coverage to get those Magic fans the coverage that they rightfully deserve.
All right, man. Right on. NBA fans rejoice. Magic are coming to Action Sports Jax TV. All right. Now that we got the housekeeping out of the way, let's get into this. To me, the football season there comes in phases.
Okay.
And there comes in steps, right? Step number 1, training camp, keep everybody healthy. You know, for the most part, so far, so good. Haven't had a serious injury quite yet.
Sure.
Step number 2 now, it's all right. Now you're getting on a plane. You're going to a new scenery, if you will, the smell of baguettes in the air and Bourbon Street and everything, and you're taking on a new opponent. Now, obviously, the ones won't be playing a lot, so we're going to dissect maybe tomorrow a little bit more of what to watch in this preseason game, but it's important today because for the first time in a long time, you're not going against your same players.
Right.
And I've been here many times. It always seemed to be against the Falcons when I did joint practices for whatever reason. I guess, there was a good relationship with Mike Smith, I think was there at the time, yeah, and Coach Del Rio and everything. It was always the Falcons. But believe me when I say, you go to sleep a little earlier for this practice today. You wake up with a little more pep in your step for this practice today, right? It's the dog days of summer. Things become mundane. You're going against the exact same players day in and day out. Tendencies. You try to protect each other and everything. That kind of goes to the wayside now when you see a Saints helmet. And you talk about a Saints team that I think, in terms of their identity, what they're trying to do, what they've always done. On defense, they've always been physical.
They have.
That's kind of been their calling card. On offense, Kellen Moore comes in now with Tyler Shuck. They're trying to be more dynamic, right? For a lot of years, it was Taysom Hill rotating in and give the ball to Alvin Kamara 30 times a game and see what happens. Right now, they got Chris Olave. They got some other pieces, Juwan Johnson. Obviously, they have a running game now featured with Travis Achan and Alvin Kamara. But there's a lot to like if you're a Saints fan, I feel like, on their offense, and especially the guy calling said plays in Kellen Moore. So the Jaguars defense, will have to be on their P's and Q's here. But for me, it's the physicality. It's the mentality. Liam Cohen has said time in and time out, they want to be a physical team. They want to have a physical brand of football. There's really no hiding it now. The eye in the sky ain't going to lie. Mm-hmm. So whether it's team period, whether it's inside run, whether it's one-on-ones, as a player, you have to ramp it up now. There is no more, and I say chuck up the the deuces, because every once in a while at practice, at least when we played, you put up the deuces here, and all right, we're going 70%. You're still going to grunt and everything, but we're going 70%. It's 100 degrees outside, all right? I can't breathe. Here's the deuces. You ain't doing that anymore. Mm-hmm. This is balls to the wall. So I'm really curious to see how this goes today. We've seen other joint practices, and this was kind of my idea I wanted to bring today.
Yes. I like this.
If you had to pick one player in these joint practices, and hopefully, will Brent Martineau be checking in today?
He will be.
Okay.
Yep.
We always see fights in joint practices. It's kind of a rite of passage. If you're gonna have a new team that you're gonna go against, it's hot. Guys are sore. This is the work that you're gonna get in because the preseason game will be 2s and 3s and 4s or whatever. So this will be an intense practice, I hope. Mm-hmm. You add intensity. You add a new team across from you. You add guys trying to make the team. That's the perfect recipe for a fight. Hamby and chat, feel free to play along here because we're going to highlight whoever calls the right person here.
Yes.
Who's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguar that gets in the first fight?
Yeah, I think if you had odds, the odds-on favorite would 100% have to be LaQuinn Allen.
Okay.
The guy wanted to get in,
Sure.
If they're in a pass-blocking set and he.
Yeah, but playing a position where I feel like it's not conducive to fights, especially in a joint practice. Like a running back, I don't know. Maybe they're going to go to the ground or not. We'll see. But go ahead. Let's see what else you got to say.
Bro, if he pops somebody, they're going to take offense to it, and it's going to be over.
Okay.
There's going to be... I mean, obviously the trenches is I think the one that we see the most.
Correct.
Sometimes you just get the corner trying to jam the receiver at the line of scrimmage, and then some hand fighting there gets exaggerated.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think I would predict that with the likes of Jacoby and BTJ, but on the other side, YB400 says Jarian Jones. Obviously, that's a dude who's got a little bit of a mean streak to him. A little bit of a plays with an edge, and we've obviously seen it going all the way back to the Texans game that he got, for some reason, stupidly reprimanded by Doug Peterson for that. Still have no idea why he didn't defend him in that situation. But anyway, I think Jarian would be probably the second odds-on favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
LeQuint, then Jarian.
Okay. Well, if you can only select one, because that's going to be the name of the game here, who are you taking?
All right, well, I said LeQuint, so I think
You're taking LeQuint Allen?
I am.
All right. I'm definitely going to the trenches.
Okay.
When we talk about one-on-ones, if we talk about a Saints tackle or a guard maybe does a little extracurricular after the whistle's blown, I can see that.
okay.
I can see that on the other side. Say what?
Extracurricular, not just when you say it, but when anybody ever says it, like there's a little bit of extracurricular activity after the whistle. It's one of my favorite calls in sports. I just think it's hilarious because it's like saying roughhousing, but you have a PhD.
Yeah, I mean, you always hear
I mean?
extracurricular. Obviously, you think of school for sure, like like a guy with glasses professor. I'm gonna hold out on the defensive side of the. Actually, well, here's the thing: do you go offense or defense? Because you got to think that Liam Cohen wants to see a lot out of his offensive line.
100%.
So now I'm gonna have to switch up my tune a little bit. Like I want to say defense, right? Like I want to see Coach Camp's gonna have these guys, playing at an aggressive level and everything. So immediately I go to a guy like probably Matt Dickerson, just because Foye Lukin
is a kind dude. Not that anybody's not kind.
Well, if you listen to Foye Lukin talk about him in terms of the hunt, I feel like the odds would be up there for a Matt Dickerson appearance. Okay. But I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to go for a guy that I feel like is making a name for himself this camp, is setting a precedent. And I don't like where if he's going to go against some seasoned veterans with the Saints defensive ends, like Cam Jordan. Like I feel like if Cam Jordan's out there, he's probably not going to cause a fight, right? Like that's the one guy where it's like, hey man, let's take it easy. But I'm going Anton Harrison.
Oh,
I think Anton Harrison will be involved in the first fight.
Okay,
I'm gonna say. And I think it's going to be a team period. I'm not going to say one-on-ones, even though one-on-ones is like the obvious answer.
Right.
But let's go team period. Let's go. Maybe he pushes somebody, kind of set the tempo a little bit, and that's what caused it. So I'm going to take Anton Harrison.
Anton's finally over at left tackle. He's trying to prove another point.
Yeah.
He's not going to be pushed around.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a Chase Young Anton kind of deal.
Sure. But once again, seasoned vet though. Usually.
I mean, it's not going to be Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan's going to be like, forget all that. I'm too old for this.
I'm
going to take my rep.
Cam Jordan's going to find the nearest camera and then do like a live breakdown, like a color commentary thing. He's good. Have you seen him do ESPN stuff? Yeah, he's good, man.
He's good.
Yeah, he's going to find some of that. Chris Rodriguez will lower his shoulder and then get into a fight with the linebacker. Say, I can see that happening. I can see that happening, especially if we're not going to the ground and Chris Rodriguez goes, nah, we're going to go to the ground here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's, and I'm not saying hey, let's get in a fight here, right? Like everyone, let's stay healthy. Let's not break our hands over helmets and things like that. But you hope that the intensity cranks up a little bit. Yeah. And you get this sense the past couple of days with Liam Cohen and press conferences and everything. I don't think this offense is where he wants him to be yet.
No, yeah, I don't think he's been very pleased with it at times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw out that I think there's more of a likelihood that the fight happens when the Jags are on offense and the Saints are on defense, simply because the fact that Travis Etienne is on the other side of the ball on offense for the Saints, that there's going to be like a 5% cordiality boost when it's offense, Saints offense versus Jags defense, knowing that, I'm going to be 5% less likely to get in a fight when my brother, who I've just gone to war with for a couple of years, is right there. And especially if Etienne's like in the mix, and if Ventrell comes downhill and hits their right guard per se, and Etienne's right there, I'm saying 5% less likely that a fight breaks out. It's like, that's my brother right there. All right, let me chill out.
But and I hear you. But also, I feel like running backs aren't going to get taken in the ground.
No. I'm not saying they are.
But that's what I'm saying. But I mean, I get you're going to be a little more but no, they'll still hit Travis. But they're not going to. I don't know.
I'm just saying, even if he's in the periphery, I'm saying it's left guard, for example, against Ventrell or Matt Dickerson.
Okay.
And they push, and there's about to be another push.
Yeah.
Oh, they just picked up Travis Etienne in the peripheral. Let me chill out a little bit. Let me chill out, and I'll save that for another day.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm going.
Okay. Hamby gets a headshot for the TV station and now starts saying cordially, crazy, man. Growing right before our eyes,
hit the
man.
extracurricular.
Hey, bring that picture back. Is that your suit or is that AI and that suit? Bring it back up. Bring it back up real quick.
Okay, here we go.
Bring it back up real quick.
This is 100%.
No, don't even say it. I'm breaking it down. I don't want to hear it. Or I want to see the picture first, and then we'll. That is not your suit. Your collar does not sit like that, sir.
Uh-huh.
That is not your suit. That is AI if I've ever seen AI.
So you're 50% right. It's definitely not my suit.
Okay.
It's definitely Photoshop and not AI.
What do you mean it's Photoshop?
Photoshop is what you use to edit pictures. This is
just use AI. Hey, just use AI.
No.
What do you mean no?
AI would actually do a worse job.
Really?
Yeah, if you need a little user skill.
Oh, really? Okay.
Photoshop.
Well, do you want to fix that collar next time a little bit? Looks a little too pristine for my liking.
Originally, what happened was the original picture, because when I took my pictures, I was in my.
We got pictures, huh? I must have missed picture day. Mom must have not signed that permission slip. I didn't. Okay, cool. I didn't know we had picture day.
I'm just telling you what happened.
Sick. No, keep going.
I wasn't told to bring a suit. I just wore my Action Sports Jax polo.
Okay.
The one I wear all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted to do it in a suit.
Mm-hmm.
So after they took Stewart's tux
Mm-hmm.
or suit,
Mm-hmm.
and originally in the original edition, the first edition,
Yeah.
we had the exact same suit on.
Okay.
Stewart was like, nah. So he went and found another talent
Yep.
that belongs to the Action News Jax workplace.
Okay.
And put his suit on me.
Wait, so you're wearing Stewart's suit in this picture?
No.
Wait.
First edition.
Oh, the first edition. Okay,
I was
got
wearing
you.
the exact same suit.
Got you. Okay.
And this is somebody else's.
And that's not your tie either, obviously.
Absolutely not.
All right, good to know. Okay, now that we established that.
Welcome to TV.
I didn't know we had headshots. That's cool. You know what I'm turning into on this whole conglomerate here? I'm like the kooky, crazy guy from like every 90s sitcom who doesn't live with the family, but you're going to see him like on a daily basis. And when he walks in,
Like Kramer?
crowds cheering. Kind of like a Kramer. I was thinking more
Run
of
through the door?
who was the dude from Step by Step that lived like in a van.
And this is why, this is where
I don't know. The Step by Step, Day by Day? No, nothing. Second time around. Okay, whatever. There's a show, Step by Step, and there was a guy who just like hung out with the
Legitimately never heard of
family.
that show.
You never heard of Step by Step?
No. Was the theme song the "And I Will Walk 500"?
No, it's definitely not that at all. Go ahead and Google Step by Step in the break, and we'll get back to
The
that.
phonics says Uncle Jesse. Is that right?
Hamby, Uncle Jesse would be from
I don't know.
Full House.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of Full House?
Yeah, my bad. That's on me. That one's on me.
Yeah,
And
man.
there.
Cody. Oh yeah, Cody is the guy from Step by Step. Man, Hamby,
Dog, I'm 25. Like, figure it out.
Figure
Step
what out,
by step.
dude. The Full House thing it's not.
Oh
acceptable.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I wasn't thinking that he was going to go to another show. I thought he was trying to answer your question.
Have you ever watched a '90s sitcom or not? Probably haven't. Like
I've watched
Family
plenty
Matters.
of Seinfeld. I've watched Family Matters.
You watched Family Matters?
Yes.
Okay.
I have
Full House.
I've watched a few a few episodes of Full House.
Okay.
I mean, I was probably 8.
Okay.
But Family Matters was pretty sick.
Okay. I'm gonna take Uncle Jesse instead. I like that comparison better. Just playing on my guitar and everything. Yeah, I'm Uncle I'm the Uncle Jesse of Action Sports Jax. What is the biggest things that you're gonna be keen in and you're gonna ask Brent Martineau today when he comes on the show? Like,
Yeah.
what are you hoping to hear?
Yeah, I really hope to hear that the run game was efficient. I don't need to hear 50 plus yards because again they're probably going the whistle with these practices is real quick.
Yeah,
What's the point of the play, which is what makes it tough to really gauge the run game because it's pretty much still going to be thud. As soon as they get touched or as soon as they're you can guess that there would be a tackle, the whistle's blown. I don't want the whistle to be blown behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I want it, 2-3 yards plus. And then obviously the job of the running back is to get 2 or 3 more after contact. So I think what's obvious is that we'll hear about highlights in the passing game. I really don't have any concern there. Like at the end of the day, like the Saints secondary I think is very middle of the pack. You know, if not below average.
Yeah.
I know Kool-Aid's over there. I know Justin Reed is there at safety. That's all I know.
Okay.
And I don't think those guys have their best ball in front of them. That being said, I care way less about the passing game today than I care about the run game. I want to see Tootin. I just want to hear that they had space. At the end of the day, if they have space, boom, offense, great job.
Real quick, and I'm going to say what I'm going to be looking for. This, I guess, happened last night or yesterday. I didn't see. Do you know Khalil Sanders is signing with the Saints today? Or
Really?
Yesterday? I guess last night.
Did he really?
You think they're going to bring back Khalil Sanders? Just try to.
Let's just run back the trade for Fortner one more time.
Is Fortner still on the? I haven't been following Fortner at all. Just check that out real quick. So here's what I'll be watching, and yeah, I get this.
He's not on their roster.
Okay.
Where'd he go?
No idea. So what I'll be watching, well, I'm not watching obviously, but what I'll be looking for, right? I mean, yes, obviously the team run period, you want to see the Jaguars establish the line of scrimmage, but once again, like, what is that going to look like if you're not going to the ground, if Chris Rodriguez can't lower his shoulder and deliver concussion-like symptoms to other players? Like, what is it really going to look like, right? So, yeah, I hope that gets established, but to me, these joint practices, where I feel like you get the most out of them are the one-on-one matchups.
Okay.
It's not necessarily
Really?
like even like the check this
surprising
out.
to me.
So not necessarily. I mean, yeah, the team periods you're gonna find out and everything, right? But like, I always felt like with team periods, you know, if it's an offensive team, so like say the Jaguars 1s are against the Saints 2s, right? That period's gonna be more conducive to the Jaguars. All right, let's run some of this stuff. We want to see what this looks like, and the Saints kind of have to react off that. Now, if they go one-on-ones, it's different, but we'll see. But what I'm looking for in this practice, Hamby, is the one-on-ones. So, for instance, when you talk about one-on-ones in terms of pass rushing, in terms of offensive linemen versus defensive linemen, those one-on-ones, when you go through the same guys in camp, it's almost like you're a pitcher and you're a batter, right? Like, you eventually know a routine and you know, okay, well, I'm going against Josh Hines-Allen. Josh Hines-Allen, you know, is probably going to be a power to a speed type of rusher. I got to watch out for his long arm. Got to watch out for the counter where he gets the long arm then works inside. Like, you start to develop a game plan of who you're going against.
Okay.
Right now, like, yeah, obviously, like Josh Hines-Allen, Trayvon Walker, you know, great pass rushers in their own right. They have 2 or 3 moves and a counter off that. So you can always keep guys guessing. But you got a pretty good idea week 2 in the training camp what those guys want to do.
Sure.
And also, like, when you talk about the middle of the season and you're breaking down film on offensive tackles and defensive linemen, you start to develop, okay, we're playing, I don't know who's middle of the season. We're going to play the Texans, right? Okay, well, we can check the film. This is what Daniel Hunter likes to do, right? This is what some of the other pass rushers like to do. So you can develop a plan based off of what you see. These joint practices, you don't get the opportunity to do that. So if I'm Anton Harrison and I'm playing left tackle, and maybe I'm going against Cam Jordan, maybe I'm going against Clowney or whatever, but like I haven't really had time to prepare of what these guys want to do. Right? So that's more of like it's like an even playing field where you have to see what Anton Harrison's made of.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's the same thing can be said for defensive linemen. Right? You're going to go against some offensive linemen. If you're Josh Hines-Allen, if you're Trayvon Walker, if you're BJ Green, you haven't gone against these guys before. Right? I'm not even sure how good the offensive line right now is for the Saints. But there'll be different pass sets.
Right.
There'll be different factors in terms of their, like, you know, how far deep they're dropping. Are they going to jump set you? All that stuff. So that, to me, is where you get the ultimate litmus test of where these players are at. Because you're going against guys now you haven't gone against before. So it's almost like a whole new variable, if you will. Same thing can be said for the one-on-ones. Chris Olave is one of the best route runners, I feel like, in the entire NFL, and one of the most underrated wide receivers in the NFL. Okay, well, secondary might have been a little problem towards the end of the season last year. Who's going to match up on Chris Olave for one-on-ones? They can put Travis Hunter on him? How's that going to look?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we've been singing Travis Hunter's praise. How does Travis Hunter now do against a guy that has got a lot of money that's considered one of the best wide receivers in the league?
Right.
I want to see that.
Right.
So those are the things that I'm going to be watching for. Yeah, the team period and the team looks physical and all that stuff, that's going to be a talking point. But how do the one-on-one matchups look? How does the offensive line look against this, Saints defensive line? And then flip it. How does the Jaguars offensive line? I'm sorry. How does the Jaguars defensive line look against the Saints offensive line? How the wide receivers look? Talk about linebackers real quick. Well, I mean, they got decent ones in Dwan Johnson. Who's going to be covering him? You can put Ventrell Miller on him? What is that going to look like? So,
yeah.
Hamby, I'm going to be watching a lot of one-on-ones today, like obviously on Twitter and stuff when people post them, because I want to see if guys are winning their one-on-one matchups.
I think Travis Hunter versus Olave would be awesome.
It's going to happen.
To go, yeah.
How is it not going to happen?
Of course it will.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, to go rep after rep after rep, like see his whole route tree. Because like you said, I mean, Travis Hunter, and it's been limited how much he's going against BT and Jacoby and Parker even. I think Olave is the big test, and Jordan Tyson even is a good test because that guy's got all the talent in the world.
Yeah, I mean, and we don't really know much about him at the moment, but yeah, I mean, there's some hype there, right? But like I feel like what the Saints are going to be presenting is what the Jaguars will kind of see throughout the season in terms of, I feel like they got one great receiver, and then they have a couple we'll sees, right? So like, for instance, you play the Patriots. I mean, you can't really say the Broncos because the Broncos are kind of loaded like the Jaguars are, right? They got Jalen Waddle, they got Cortland Sutton, they got Troy Franklin. I don't even know who else they got at wide receiver, but there's some great guys there.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Jaguars, right? But say like week 3, Patriots Jaguars in Jacksonville. Okay, well, AJ Brown and some tight ends, right? So like if I'm the Jaguars defense, I go, okay, hey Travis, wherever AJ Brown goes, you follow him, right? You're a best cover corner. Let's see what you can do. So to me, this is the first test for Travis Hunter now because they're going to go, all right, well, Chris Olave is by far the best receiver.
Sure.
Travis, you're probably going to be our best lockdown corner. Let's see who wins.
Yeah, I'd be interested also to see, because you mentioned A.J. Brown, because A.J. Brown and Chris Olave are just completely different receivers.
Sure.
Like A.J. Brown's a much more physical, and he's just bigger.
Yeah.
And
Olave is pretty big, man. Isn't he?
I mean, he's probably 205.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, height purpose. I feel like he's a bigger wide receiver.
All right, let's see. Oh, my gosh. It says 6'1", 190.
All right, maybe not then. He's tiny. Okay.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Because A.J. Brown's at least, 215, 220?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
So he has at least 15 to 30 pounds on him. Yeah, I think, obviously, if you ask Travis Hunter, he'd say he'd lock down both.
Yeah.
But he's got to be a better matchup against the Olave types. Much more than A.J. Brown's, even though I think Olave is a much better receiver.
Yeah.
But just body type wise. Yeah, I think the other position that I think we need to see is, or at least I would love to see, is can the Jaguars D-line get after the quarterback? They get after the quarterback. I don't believe that the Saints the Saints have the offensive line has some names.
Yep.
Has some young talent. I remember Kelvin Banks and Fuaga, I think, are their 2 tackles. Fortner, by the way, as Mr. Hugo pointed out in the chat, is expected to be the starting center for the Panthers.
Okay.
So he's in Carolina.
But by the way, I'm following along with because this is what I'm doing now. Sorry if I'm going to be distracted all the whole time, but I'm curious, man. I want to see how this practice is going. So Travis Holmes, Jaguars sacked the Saints on the very first play of 11-on-11. Mike Triplett, who I checked it already, is the Saints beat reporter. Trevor Lawrence's first pass in team drills against the Saints in today's joint practice was intercepted by safety Julian Blackman.
Yeah, Brent just tweeted that. That's great.
Okay. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, and then he said on the other field, Tyler Shuck's deep pass to Olave over Travis Hunter. He's starting practice on defense.
Yeah, good. I mean, like, dude,
yes.
This is, what do you mean, yes? Dude, you knew that was coming.
I'm being sarcastic. We threw a pick and then we got a head topped?
Oh, I didn't hear that part. He got head topped?
No, not necessarily. It just says Shuck deep pass to Olave over Travis Hunter.
Oh, but he completed it.
Yeah, completed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right, man. Hey, relax. Hey, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, so you get off to a little bit of a slow start. Hopefully they can. But I mean, that's the first step for Travis Hunter, because that's what it's gonna have to be. Like if I'm, and I get it, this defense is gonna be so dynamic and all these wrinkles and everything. But to me, the simplest thing that you have to do on this defense is say, hey, Travis Hunter, go cover the best wide receiver.
It's kind of geeked, bro. They went out there and threw a pick.
Yeah.
And then got burnt within 30 seconds of each other.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Restart the practice.
All right. Well, how about we take a break? How about we refresh it?
That's right.
right? Because I'm saying everybody said now everyone's saying Trevor threw an interception. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and refresh. Let's get some good vibes up in here. Mm-hmm. We'll take a break, and we'll come back. And yeah, by the way, Delphonic, we're talking about practice here, man. We're talking about practice, but I am curious to see if this continues what Liam Cohen's going to do, because I feel like he's a couple more bad practices away from bringing one of those back. Bringing one of those back.
This is the real deal, but if you think the preseason is also the real deal, you can watch with us, Fox 30. The pregame show starts at 3, game starts at 4, and then afterwards flip over to CBS for postgame coverage. We'll be right back with more live updates from New Orleans. When we say the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network is everywhere, we mean it. If you don't want to see our ugly faces and you just want to hear our takes, listen to the podcast. It's up 30 minutes after every live show. Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Google Play. It's really that simple. Just pull out your phone. I'm on Spotify, Action Sports Jax. Every episode is right there, split into hour chunks, so you get exactly what you're looking for.
I think it would be a better chance that Branson Combs wins the weak side linebacker spot than Wyatt Milam wins the right guard spot. And that's more because Patrick McCarry has done more in the league.
Stupid take.
He's more.
Maybe you only have 15 minutes before the kids come home. You don't have time to listen to the full show. You're craving Jags content. The YouTube page is for you. We have a separate playlist called Brent and Austen Show Segments. It's Jags-only conversations right there every day. Subscribe. Don't miss any Jags content. Action Sports Jax.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austen Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax now using your Roku device.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jax team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Action Sports Jax 24/7 is your home for high school football in the 904. Get ready for each week of action Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock with the Blitz Breakdown, talking everything high school football in the Jacksonville area. And when the lights get bright on Friday night, Action Sports Jax 24/7 is there with live broadcasts of our game of the week and the Friday night Zone Blitz, giving you live looks into the biggest games in the area and coverage lasting until midnight. Here's the kick, the snap, the hold, the kick is blocked!
And they're going for the end zone, and they got a guy! Touchdown! And one!
Find these broadcasts available on YouTube, X, Facebook, and of course, ActionSportsJax.com. And the action doesn't stop there. Find even more high school football on the Action Sports Jax social channels with content posted throughout the week. When you're looking for the best high school football coverage in the 904, Action Sports Jax 24/7 is ready for the Blitz.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Get out the panic button. Chris Olave had a nice catch on Travis Hunter. Vegas is looking at the Jaguars win total. All of a sudden, it just dropped by 2.
No.
Over one practice, Hamby.
Oh, actually good.
Yeah, good, right? Yeah.
Seriously.
But buy low. No, I mean, this is what we're going to do, right? We just saw the Chris Olave catch over Travis Hunter. And to be fair, nice throw and catch, I think we would agree, from Tyler Shuck to Chris Olave.
Route. It wasn't that deep.
But it wasn't that deep. And number 2, it was almost the Jalen Ramsey effect where Travis Hunter tried to make a play and go for the interception. Just, missed out in a split second. Olave gets the grab and then obviously just kind of bypasses Travis Hunter and runs up the sidelines for maybe like another 10, 15 yards. Yeah, there's actually, and like, listen, man, people, and I think Jaguars fans do a great job of this. Like, you can't.
Let's go!
You can't.
Play after scuffle, LaQuint Allen run up the middle for big gain, and running coach Chad Morton was pumped up.
Is there a scuffle, though? Is there a fight?
That's what scuffle?
It's got to be a fight. Got to be.
What does scuffle mean?
Okay, relax. So real quick, we don't condone illegally streaming from practice, right? Like, it's not a good look.
No.
But now, if some Saints fans wanted to illegally stream from practice, we're not going to show it.
No, we're not.
But am I just going to get my beak wet a little bit and see what's going on at practice? I absolutely am.
Okay.
Because that's what we do here. If there's an opportunity to get some reps, I'm getting some reps. So right now we got one-on-ones. We got team period. Good versus good, right? So Jaguars offense versus Saints offense, one-on-one. And then Jaguars defense versus the Saints offense, one-on-one. And that's what's going on right now. Jags O-line coming in for a fight after C-Rod pushed late. Okay. I better see an Anton Harrison haymaker. That's all I'm saying. Hamby, you with us?
I am.
Okay.
Can't show the footage. Can absolutely not show the footage.
Yeah.
But
Saints Pelican 23, never heard of them.
It's unbelievable, man. They're going to get thrown out so quickly.
Okay.
Well, actually, I would expect they've already been thrown out by now. But.
Okay. Well, hey, it's not our problem. We're just watching.
Yeah.
Dude, like, if you're in traffic, if you're in traffic and there's a car accident, what, are you not going to, like, at least make sure everyone's okay? I got to make sure this team's okay. I heard a head top. I hear a head top. I come running, making sure Travis Hunter's okay. He's looking okay.
He's all right.
Everything's going to be okay.
Okay.
All
right. Maybe we transition.
Let's go.
Russell Westbrook just retired.
This is quite the transition, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, we will go right back to New Orleans, and we'll check in with Brent Martineau momentarily.
Yeah.
But just to pivot for a few minutes, Russell Westbrook retires. Was that expected? Did you think that was coming? And what's his legacy?
So first, was it expected? I wasn't expecting it simply because I thought, okay, this guy's going to go to Philly now or something, right? Like, I figured he would try to chase one more championship. In terms of his legacy, man, honestly, one of the all-time greats of any era. And to me, he kind of Because when I think of like point guards, I think of scoring point guards. You think of like Iverson bringing the ball up the court and everything, the crossover. But like to me, Westbrook, like he was truly like a one-man show. Like he was the guy that's going to facilitate. He's the guy that's going to score when you needed it. He's the guy that's going to rebound. Like there's some merchants out there that want to call themselves triple-double merchants just because, okay, like you can go above and beyond and try to get a triple-double. Westbrook wasn't that. Like Westbrook got his triple-doubles based off of effort.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like from the point guard position, it was something that we really didn't see a lot. So you talk about a guy who was a 2017 MVP, 9-time NBA All-Star, and to me really defined an era of the league. I hope he's remembered as one of the greats. And I understand, there's the clothing thing and he always wore the crazy stuff, right? Like there's that whole side quest, if you will.
Mm.
But I'm just saying in terms of the on-the-court talent in his prime, I mean, I think of like Derrick Rose. I think of Russell Westbrook in terms of that position.
11 seasons with the OKC Thunder, and 8 of those were All-Star. Is that enough for Russ to get his jersey retired in Oklahoma City?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
you don't have any doubt.
I mean, is he okay? Let me ask you this: is he Hall of Famer?
I think so.
Are you going to retire a Hall of Famer's jersey?
I would assume so.
That's so. Yeah. And by the way, to answer the question, he is by far a Hall of Famer. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude averaged a triple-double in a season.
Enough said?
Enough said, man.
All right. So if he deserves to have his jersey retired, why doesn't Jayden Daniels?
There we go. You want to take us through the story?
Jayden Daniels, his team.
Real quick, I want to, yeah. And that's one of the biggest things in basketball lore of all time, everybody, is Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and James Harden all on the same team. Hammy, do you remember those days or not?
Yes, that was my peak
with the beard,
days.
with the beardless James Harden, I feel like, or a short beard James Harden and everything.
Yep.
It's hard to fathom that they were all on the roster together. And listen, this always will beg the question: if they would have stayed together, and this is the NBA lore, if they would have stayed together, would we have got the 3 great players that we get today? And that'll always be the big question. Like, what would they have eventually figured it out, and would they have all coexisted and won a championship, or were they all better because eventually Westbrook got to run the show, Durant kind of went off and did his own thing, with Steph Curry and everything, and then Harden did his own thing as well. What do you think, Hamby?
I think we would all appreciate them as an individual, even if they stayed together.
Yeah, but do you think they would have won if they would have stuck together?
Yes.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah,
at least once.
I know. It's the ego part. It's the personality part that I question.
Yeah, they all needed the ball.
They all needed the ball, and like in terms of teammates, I mean, I guess it's probably more of a Harden thing. Yeah, I just don't know if they could have all coexisted for that long. But, sorry, all right, please continue.
Okay, we're gonna get to Jayden Daniels in just a second, but I need to clarify something. I read the tweets out of order, so it was Chris Rodriguez. Brent's initial tweet was scuffle, and it escalated. Chris Rodriguez run play, couldn't tell defender, but pushed C-Rod after play, and then that pushing led to offensive lineman jumping into the mix. Maybe that's Anton, maybe not, I don't know.
Oh, hey.
Idogo was front and center. Liam pulled LeQuint back before he could get in there.
Okay.
So who said Chris in the chat?
But it's not... I need to see... Okay,
Kilkenny said Chris Rodriguez will lower his shoulder and then get into a fight with an LB or safety.
Okay, but once again, and I can't stress this enough, there's a difference between a scuffle and a fight. Okay? A scuffle, the teacher comes in and goes, break it up. A fight, guess what? They're calling home your parents, you're going home, you're suspended.
Dang it.
Okay? So the whole premise was fight.
All right, so we're maintaining that there has not been a fight yet then. No punches have been thrown.
Okay, no, that's not a fight.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
I mean, you got scuffles, you got Pier 6 brawls, you got brouhahas, you got fights.
Fisticuffs.
Looking for a fight. Liam knows real goons.
All right.
Liam Cohen literally said stuff's about to pop off. Let me go ahead and make sure the Quint's all right.
For real.
Ricky! All right.
From New Orleans to Baton Rouge. Jayden Daniels' name is in the headlines, and it's probably not his fault.
Go ahead.
On August 5th, which was last week, LSU received a cease and desist letter from an attorney representing former quarterback Jayden Daniels, insisting the university no longer make use of his NIL, name, image, and likeness. Per the letter obtained by ESPN, LSU cites Daniels' NIL contract, which states the school cannot use his NIL 180 days following his final college game, which obviously is passed. Daniels is apparently, it says Daniels and his family, quote, felt disappointed and disrespected that LSU allowed his number 5 jersey to be worn by sophomore cornerback DJ Pickett, and they felt disrespected because they felt that he and fellow Heisman winner Joe Burrow, who won a national title, have not been treated the same.
Okay. So, a couple things to dissect here. First of all, let's just call this like it is. This is Jayden Daniels' mom being upset. This is not Jayden Daniels doing anything. Because do you mean to tell me, and maybe I missed the part where Washington hasn't started football camp yet. Could have swore they did. Could have swore every single NFL team right now is in football camp getting ready to play their first, or their preseason game. So with that being said, do you mean to tell me that Jayden Daniels, who's coming off an injury, who has all the pressure in the world to try to recreate what he did his rookie year with, some new offensive weapons, has time to look up on the LSU roster of, is somebody wearing my number? Hey, coach, I understand that we got to install this new offense, but real quick, I got to check out this LSU website with Lane Kiffin. I got to make sure no one's taking up my number. The answer is no. Jayden Daniels could give 2 bleeps right now about who's rocking his number. Enter Jayden Daniels' mom.
But his mom is given this such. I mean, she's in the commercials, bro.
But Hamby, and let me ask you this: do you think you're an athlete? You played you know how this works. Do you think anybody from your alma mater, like a Joe Burrow, do you think your first instinct is, "Wow, this guy's wearing my number"? Well, what about Joe Burrow? No one's wearing Joe Burrow's number. Do you think Jayden Daniels really thinks like that? Or just his mom?
So. I don't think. I would assume that Jayden Daniels doesn't care.
Hey, as a Commanders fan, if I was, I would hope so. Let's focus on the season at hand.
Yeah, it's probably bad news if he does care.
Of course.
Bro.
So this screams, this is Jayden Daniels' mom trying to make a thing. And I'm under this ilk. And I saw the tweets and everything this morning about, Shedeur Sanders, okay, sure. Shedeur Sanders, dad's the coach. You put up some numbers at Colorado. I think his jersey's retired, yeah?
I think so.
Okay. I understand. Okay, and I don't like going out, making a big thing, trying to bring Joe Burrow into the mix. My only thing is this. I feel like if you win a Heisman and you're regarded as the best football player in the country and you represent your school, then that should come with a caveat where maybe your jersey can get retired. But have those conversations with the school. Don't try to make this a big thing on Twitter and get reporters. They're going to have cameras now, I'm sure, in Lane Kiffin's face asking what's going on. How does that help anybody? And once again, I don't think this is Jayden Daniels doing this. I think this is his mom doing this. That's a problem. But I'm under the ilk where if you win a Heisman, then yeah, you should probably get your jersey retired. How do you feel about it?
I like the rule, if it was a rule. But again, I just don't understand why it's a conversation, especially on August 13th. You had all offseason.
Yeah.
So that part of me doesn't really get it. Yeah, if you win the Heisman, you should have your jersey retired. I like that rule.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't happen, also, normally jersey retirements don't happen, the second you get into, Shedeur had his in Colorado. That's clowny. That's insane.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have that 10 years later.
Yeah.
Maybe even after your NFL career.
Yeah.
Not right away. That's not how it works. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's stupid. Once again, maybe I'm reading this whole thing wrong, and maybe this is Jayden Daniels doing this, but I have a hard time believing that he's any sort of responsible for this, and this is more of his mom. And like, let's call a spade here. His mom's, you see her a lot,
Yeah.
right? And more power to you. I love being if you're involved with your son and football and everything. Like, hey, I love involved parents. But at some point, you got to start asking yourself the question of, are you doing more harm than good?
Yeah. All right, let's get back out to Jags joint practice against the New Orleans Saints. This update, and Brent will hop in just a second, but he tweeted in the last 5 minutes, Liam won't be happy so far. Sequence included Trevor flushed, BTJ drop, in parentheses, unless it was deflected, a false start penalty, and then a bad snap. Trevor had to save it wide. This seems like a disaster.
Not off to a good start. Yeah, they're doing punt coverage right now, so really a chance to, reset here, it seems like a little bit.
It's just practice. It's just practice. It's just practice.
I know, right? Well, thankfully, you got 3 of them, right? With the Saints, that's what I'm saying. So,
no, not against the Saints, but 3 total.
Oh, they're
joint
doing
practice today.
2. Yeah.
And then tomorrow they're pretty much off. It's a film review.
Oh, they're only doing 1 joint practice?
Against each team, yes.
I thought they had, for 2 days, they're doing joint practices.
No, tomorrow is pretty much just chill, walk through / film
So this
review.
is the only one?
Against the Saints, correct.
Oh, I was not Okay, well, hopefully it gets a little better then. Well, what do you want me to tell you, man? Like, I don't know. I mean, once again, there's not much to watch right now when they're doing punt drills. So, like, I'll let everybody know, like, once I see something else. And how this guy hasn't been escorted.
Unbelievable.
He is sitting in the front row live streaming this practice in 4K, and nobody's got a hold of him. He's got, like, probably 20,000, followers right now watching the live stream, and no one's gone to the Saints brass and said, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. But, Hamby, we aren't surprised, are we? Because this is happening all over the NFL where people should probably have to get fired a little bit. Should we go to Philly real quick?
Oh, my gosh.
Do you want to go to Philly real quick?
I don't think we should because
we got Brent?
Brent's going to hop on right now.
Okay.
But we have to talk about that.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Mr. Hugo, I'm pretty sure it is his mom. And once again, at what point as a parent do you have to ask yourselves, are you doing more harm than good? I'll never forget when my mom, when we were in the high school football playoffs, and she had a T-Bird sign and went to the opposite field when we were doing warm-ups and tried to put the sign in front of their fan base, in which case I had to scream, Mama, don't do it. Please, just go back to your side. I can't. I'm trying to go through the game plan, and then I have to worry about my mom with the sign. But, hey, I get parents trying to be, involved.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to toe that line.
All right. Do we have Brent now? Let's see.
Yeah, we got you. I can hear you guys loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you.
We got you. There might be a little bit of a demon in the audio, but it's okay.
Oh, is there? You want me to go help? I can get off the. You want to just go on my phone, Hamby?
Yep, just AirPods? Requested it.
Yep, there it is.
Beautiful.
There you go. Should be better. Is that better?
Yes. Go ahead.
There you go.
Okay. Just don't take my video, okay?
No
because
problem.
now you're going to be looking straight up my nose, so I make sure I can talk into the phone, all right? Live producing. Speaking of, before I get into what the Jags are doing, I know that's what everybody wants to know. Nice job off the top of the show, Hamby. I don't think everybody knew all the things that you had to balance off the top of the show. I thought you did a hell of a job. I listened in.
Beautiful. I appreciate it. I would appreciate if we could have one positive update from New Orleans because everything right now seems like a total disaster.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're buying Super Bowl tickets based off this camp practice, I wouldn't do it. Disaster. Yeah, we were talking about this before the practice. Like the Saints, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to some Saints beat writers' tweets as well. They've obviously probably got 15 or 20 of them. And I know you're watching the live stream. Some guys do it out there. I always love that when the fan can do stuff that we can't do for everybody. But they haven't found them yet, I guess. So I know you're watching some of it in that way. And this is just a normal day for Austen, just ripping off something illegally. But this is... But anyway, the bottom line is we were curious how the narrative would be formed based on how, basically you got John Osher out here and Meek and Liv, and that's it for the Jacksonville beat. So you're not going to see a flood of tweets and a flood of different things, and there's 2 fields going, so it's kind of hard to tell. Meanwhile, oh dear.
the New Orleans. That guy's live stream is taking so much.
Wants to make fun of me for doing illegal things. We can't even get a proper stream, and I'm watching a guy with meta glasses record the practice.
Oh, there we go. Hunter got beat by Olave on a deep ball from Shuck. Now Hunter went for the interception and missed it, obviously, and then that led to the big play. But that was like within 30 seconds of each other. I couldn't tweet it fast enough. So there was that, and not a whole hell of a lot of good. So.
All right, yeah, the internet just kicked him out. I'm gonna blame. We have to blame the live streaming dude. We have to.
What do you mean the live? Oh, you think
he's taking
up all
so
the
much of the?
What do you think he's taking up all the airways?
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm just messing, but
people think maybe Brent was kidnapped. Maybe Jaguars brass got to him. Hey, don't be reporting anything right now. It's
Justin says Shuck is smoking the Jags. Oh dear.
And not right. No, well, I mean, if you're watching the live stream, it's still. Hey, might be the longest punt period I've ever seen.
Really?
Offense against a good Saints defense.
Oh wow, maybe he didn't know. Brent, I don't know. We really couldn't hear much of that last minute. So, can we revisit? You got kicked out for a second. Can we revisit the scuffle, please? Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I didn't know I even got kicked out. The scuffle was basically. I will tell you this overall: the Saints are playing after the whistle a bit more. They're the more physical team, and you can take that as a good or bad, but most people want to stay healthy in these joint practices, so I don't think the coaches love that. And there's some extra pushing on a Chris Rodriguez run play near the sideline by the defensive back. I could not see who it was because he's got his shirt tucked up. And, that led to the offensive line coming over and the entire offense coming over, and then the defense, and it escalated. So what I would say for today's day and age of camp fight/scuffle, I thought it was pretty good. Now, there were no helmets flying and there were no punches thrown. But it escalated from just two guys into basically all 22 guys. And went on for a couple of moments to the point where the coach, at least Liam Cohen, got in there, was pulling guys off and also said, hey, we're going to pull this one out, right? We don't need to do anything crazy.
I got you.
Do you?
Yeah, I made that out. Brent, we're gonna pivot and we're gonna let you go for a few minutes and let you get back out to practice because the live streaming dude is taking up all of your service. So we'll get back with Brent in just a few minutes. But if you couldn't make that out, again, no punches thrown. Chris Rodriguez against an unknown defender. William Torres. Yes, the internet does suck in Louisiana. We'll just say that and leave it there. So yeah,
it's not ideal. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to check back in with Brent. I mean,
Brent sounded like he was on Bourbon Street till 4 a.m. I sincerely doubt that.
Do you think this guy that's streaming is wearing meta glasses? That's got to be it, right?
Ooh, that's a great pull.
Got to be it.
Can you
might
live
be Casey
stream?
Kurtz? Huh?
It's definitely not Casey Kurtz.
Okay.
Can you live stream off of meta glasses?
I have no idea. Hey, you're
I'm
asking
sure,
the wrong
I'm sure
person.
you can. I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yeah. Hamby, what do you? Okay, so the part that I did make out with Brent is the fact that it seems like the Saints right now are going a little bit after the whistle.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I mean, I would assume that as fans, you would like that because you want to be the more physical team. You don't want to be the team that's getting dominated.
So, and here's by my indication a little bit, just looking at some of these tweets and everything. I guess the Saints the past couple days haven't really been practicing that well.
Okay.
And fans were saying like they want to see something in these joint practices. So this really seems like a case where you're at home, right, with your fans in New Orleans, where it's like, let's come out there and give them a little extra, right? Because we have to get our footing here. We haven't been practicing that well. Ironically, it seems like the Jaguars kind of had the same problem the past couple of days, at least on offense, where, have been able to really run the football. Coach Cam's defense is giving Liam Cohen fits and everything. So you would have liked to see a little more, or at least heard a little more, where even when the whistle's blown, this offensive line, is going through their blocks, let's just say. Because, listen, I understand keeping everybody healthy, right? But that's got to be the last thing on your mind right now if you're a Jacksonville Jaguar is, hey, maybe we're getting pushed around a little bit, but at least the guy in front of me with the gold helmet's being healthy. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, but you want obviously the coaches are gonna. I mean, that might be something where Liam's pissed at the Saints for like, bro. Like I thought,
Okay, but come on, let's think about this, man.
Okay, all right.
Let's go ahead and assume that we're in the meeting after this practice.
Okay.
Right? And let's just say it's more of the same. Saints maybe got your number today.
All right.
Do you think Liam Cohen's going to stand up there? You think Coach Cam's going to stand up there and say,
No.
hey, well, doing a great job of keeping this Saints player healthy?
No, of course
So then
not.
what are we talking about?
No, but I'm saying there could be a conversation, a phone call later tonight to Kellen Moore and be like, yo, like, and I don't think it's like that, do you? Brent didn't make it sound like it was the Saints are doing everything and the Jags aren't doing anything and retaliating in any way. But, I mean, he did say that they're playing more after the whistle. So, I don't know. I mean, the whole point of putting more emphasis on the joint practices is so you can control and keep your guys healthy.
Yeah.
Well, if that's not happening, and I'm not saying that it is not happening, but hypothetically, if that's not happening, then...
But this is what it almost has to be, him, because are the Saints going to rest their starters too, I assume? I've been seeing the word.
They said they were going to play a few of them.
Okay.
Or pretty much similar to the Jags, but they might throw one or two more out there.
Well, then, hey, man, this is the game.
They also have a much younger team, so they have a lot less solidified starters than the Jaguars.
Sure, okay. But at the end of the day, like, this is the game for a lot of these starters. Like, this is your game right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, no, I mean, once again, and I'm not sure what extent there's the pushing after the whistle and everything, but I'm all for that, man. If I'm Liam Cohen and I'm in the huddle and be like, this guy's push him back.
Right.
Not saying start a fist fight and break your hand over a guy's helmet, but my man, like, if you can't fake physical identity.
Right.
Either you have it or you don't. Right? Either you're LaQuinn Allen or you're not. Right? Like, there's no faking it.
Mm-hmm.
So if that means the whistle blows and you have to give a little extra right there, then so be it. I'd much rather see that than just get pushed around. Come on.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. If you're new to the Brent and Austen show and you're just hopping in, we regularly do this thing where we don't take breaks a lot.
Yeah,
Well, yesterday we went an hour without one. The day before we took one in an hour and a half. This will be our second. But if you're new, it's normal for us. We like to give you a lot more show. So that's what we do. With that being said, we will be right back. When we come back, more updates from New Orleans as Brent continues to give us live updates via Twitter, maybe not audio-wise. And again, if you were living in Jacksonville, watch the pregame show, 3 o'clock Saturday.
And do we got to fire somebody in Philly?
Absolutely, we have to fire somebody in Philly.
All right.
They cannot have a job. We'll hit that right when we come back.
On behalf of Philadelphia Eagles, sorry, someone's getting fired when we come back here with Brent and Austen.
Love it.
Attention Jacksonville drivers, we heard you loud and clear. You told us oil changes were taking too long, and we listened. That's why we're proud to introduce our brand new Nimnik Express service. We've added additional staff so you can get your oil change without ever having to book an appointment. Just pull into our express lane and we'll take care of it. In the neighborhood, running errands, just realized you're overdue, just stop on in. No appointments, pull in, get out, get going. Nobody but Nimnik.
No one does it better, plays harder, or delivers more sports than CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7. The only local, multi-platform, round-the-clock streaming sports show in Jacksonville.
Yeah, thanks, Brent and Austen. I really appreciate you having me on.
From high school football, college game days, the AFC,
wide open, caught for a touchdown.
The NFC,
he gets there, touchdown, Seattle.
The PGA,
unbelievable.
World Cup soccer, NASCAR,
Denny Hamlin, big-time victory in Nashville.
Baseball.
Fly ball deep center, up it's going back. The ball is going long.
Local Jag shows.
You feel the energy in here. There should be energy. Jags are in the middle of a playoff race.
And of course, your official stations of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Lloyd, pick six. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
We have all the sports, the exclusive interviews.
We got the best fans in the NFL.
The biggest games, the live events to help make your business soar. So hold on and see why live sports is where you need to be. On CBS 47, Fox 30, and streaming on Action Sports Jax 24/7. Get in the game.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game. We show no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown! Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way.
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here. Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins, a young woman from Fernandina Beach who died after a preventable blood clot following a broken ankle. Her legacy is now driving change across Florida. The Emily Atkins Family Protection Act strengthens how hospitals screen for clot risks and train staff to recognize warning signs. Blood clots can affect anyone, including athletes, and the signs can be easy to miss. So be aware, be defensive, and help beat a silent killer with loud attention to risk factors and symptoms. Learn more at emilypromises.com. That's emilypromises.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Fire. Hit the unemployment
Jalen
line.
Hurts drops back. Nice little throw there. Looks to be completion. Oh, wait a second. Quinion Mitchell.
Yep.
Making the play. Oh, and the punt to boot. Pun intended.
Bro, we cannot be doing this.
So, Hamby, I gave you the update this morning. I'm really curious to see what it is now. Please hold on real quick.
Uh-huh.
Because I want to get the numbers of how many views this clip has. Because it is different than a lot of the others. So right now, this clip has 15.7 million views.
Bruh.
2,900 retweets. 1,600 comments. And I bet you can guess what they all relate to. And it's not a great catch by Quinion Mitchell.
No, absolutely
Spoiler
not.
alert. What are we doing?
Thank you.
Makes zero sense. We talk about the double standard of football. Is there any other position where if you see a position doing bad, you immediately overreact in the quarterback position? Like, okay, yeah, Travis Hunter, try to make a play on Chris Olave. Didn't work out. Olave gets the catch. We're all good. Are we worried about Travis Hunter at all?
No.
Are people in the chat going, oh, Travis Hunter, it's over?
No.
Do you think Philly fans saw this and were ready to hit the panic nuke, if you will?
I mean, I've been hitting it for 2 years.
Oppenheimer style. Relax. He went to a couple Super Bowls, so I don't hate Jalen Hurts that much. But
he can't throw the ball over the middle.
But, well, here he clearly can't. What are we doing, though?
You have to, the person that posted this or his manager.
That's it.
Honestly, if you want to go with a manager instead, because there should be more oversight, I'm cool. But somebody should be on Indeed this morning.
So this has to start being a thing with franchises, with social media departments.
This one's worse than the 201.
It is. Yeah, because look at how they slow it down real quick. Like, really, watch how they slow this down. Let's see how crappy it is in 3, 2, 1. Like,
that ball is not even close, man.
The only thing worse, though, is there's not like a clip of Jalen Hurts. Okay, that's still bad. If I'm the president or whatever of the social media department, and give Jacksonville Jaguars kudos here because I feel like they understand the game. If I'm interviewing these social media people, my first question is, hey, do you know football or not? Do you understand the game or not? And then we'll go from there. Because this is not understanding the game. There's a way to make Quinion Mitchell look great here without absolutely burying your quarterback in the process.
Start the video with the camera right there.
Yeah.
And do it from the other camera.
Or just zoom up.
Y'all got 15 of them.
Or just zoom up, you know?
Don't use that angle.
Yeah. Don't start with the snap and Jalen and then slowing it down.
At least 3 other cameras, at least 3, got the exact same play from a completely different angle that didn't show Hurts.
15.7 million views. Like, do you think, is that what it is, Hamby? You think this is more of a troll job by the social media department saying, hey, this is going to get us a lot of views?
No, it's 100% just not thinking.
Okay.
If this is your backup quarterback, you can post it.
Of course. I don't even know
Nobody
what the
cares.
quarterback is.
But this is the face of your franchise.
Can't do it. Can't do it. And that's the only position where if they make one mistake, everyone starts to panic. A running back can fumble. Okay, that's fine. A wide receiver can drop a ball. Okay, well, don't do it a lot, but that's fine. Quarterback throws an interception in the social media department. 15.8 million views. Damn. Jalen Hurts leaned over that throw. Was like, damn, I'm about to go viral.
New tweet from New Orleans. Brent says, LaQuint Allen gets shoved at the end of the run. He starts to go after a defender, then pulls back. Would have been theater.
Like he pulled himself back?
I guess they're just...
What? Hang on. Now, are we trying to taper off LaQuint Allen? Now he can't go after someone that's pushing him?
I need more context there.
We need a lot more. Hamby, I need context, please. Get on it. Thank you, man. So the last parts that we saw from practice with the stream, Jaguars defense was doing a little better, it seemed like, in terms of stopping the run. And then Mr. Metaglasses must have got busted because I can't find the stream anymore. So it was fun while it lasted. We got someone. So what?
From the jump.
So what?
It was ended, but it wasn't deleted, so you can go back.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. It was ended. Like, we can't. Yeah. Jaguars just drove the field for a touchdown. Trevor to Nate Porkature for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's from Brent said, yeah, Jags drive down the field. Trevor to Bork, and then Mullins just got picked, threw it well behind the receiver. 5 minutes ago, good screen.
Hamby's going to celebrate that.
Tootin runs for a while. Thank goodness. It's never happened. And then right before we hit the break, he said BTJ looked like he was dealing with some cramps. Another illegal motion penalty. And but third down, Trevor to Parker, big gain.
Okay.
So we'll take that all day.
I don't like the legal motion penalty. What was that on BTJ, they're saying?
No, that was a separate line.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, like I get resting your starters for the preseason game. Cool. But if you're treating this like the game, man, you got to clean up those penalties.
Yeah, Travis had it. So at least just from the Brent's Twitter, there's been 3 illegal motions. One of those was Travis. He didn't say who the other 2 were.
Okay,
that's not ideal.
And by the way, real quick, shout out to the Saints because now obviously the Chris Olave video is making its rounds from the Saints media department. Dude, look at what this like. This is the difference between a professional organization, I feel like, and then the Philadelphia Eagles. Look at the video for the Chris Olave thing. You can't even see Travis Hunter. Like, if I was the Saints, I would have been like, Playback Travis Hunter. Playback Travis. Nothing. You can't even tell it's him.
Yeah, that's actually a miss on there.
Yeah.
You've got to include if you do something against Travis. Absolutely have to.
Why wouldn't you?
Include. Okay,
it's
yeah.
Chris Olave. It's your high-priced receiver. Like they went the opposite direction and said, "We're not going to see anything in this play. Just believe us." Chris Olave made a pretty good play.
Get your timers out. I just found that.
Oh, it's going to get deleted?
No, it's not.
Okay. What do you mean get your timers out?
Because we're going to watch it right here.
Okay.
So if you haven't found the stream and you haven't seen a single clip of Jaguars practice, this is not all that positive for the Jaguars, but it's something. So here,
just to get some context, everybody.
You go. This is Shuck dropping back to pass. That's Garda coming in for the rush. This is a corner route. What you're going to see is 1.1 second of Travis Hunter flailing, trying to go for the pick. The ball's caught by Olave, and upwards he goes on the field. I don't believe there was any safety help, so that was probably going to be a touchdown. And no, there was a safety. Okay, good.
Also, I don't think it was a corner. I think it was just like it might have just been like a stop and go kind of thing. Or a hitch.
But we might as well just psych this play. So Branson Combs right there is on the field. Josh Hines Allen looks like he dropped back in coverage.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And then number 6 for the Jags is right next to Garda coming in. That is Antonio Johnson coming on a delayed blitz, looks like as well.
I wonder, well, no, if Combs is out there, then it's not, they're in nickel. It must be.
Well, they could have sent a safety blitz. I mean, it's possible. They have to be a nickel, of course, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It
might not. Well, I was seeing with the safety blitz, it was
right.
dime, but then with Branson Combs out there, unless he's in for Foy, which I don't know why it would be. So yeah, this is nickel. Yeah, I mean, look, Ramsey did the same thing, right? Sometimes it's boom or bust. Sometimes you go for the pick and it doesn't work out.
Yeah, why not?
That's what happens with Travis Hunter. Zoom out a little bit, huh? I think. Hamby, you're the.
Oh, that's a great
expert.
point. Yeah, the chat is saying we need to draw more attention to Trayvon, that he would have had a sack there.
Yeah.
So let's watch one more time. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sack. That's a sack.
Yeah. But no one's gonna talk about that.
But Saints, how do you not include Travis Hunter?
I know.
I mean, I guess I'm.
Hamby, I'm with you. I would have had like a fishing pole meme go. I would have had a bunch of things in this video. Like,
all you had to do is just say their caption was Chris Olave takes flight. All you had to do is say Chris Olave takes flight over Travis Hunter. It would have done 10x.
12 on 12 crime, something.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, both number 12.
The real number 12. Like, so many possibilities. Hamby, we need to get in. You know what we need to do? I mean, obviously this show's great, but we need to lock into a social media department. And we need to take over.
We do?
No, I'm not the Jags. I'm saying the Eagles could use us.
We should come in as consultants.
That's what I'm saying.
And we could charge a hefty fee in the NFL.
The Eagles could use us. The Saints could obviously use us. Falcons could use us.
The Bengals could use us. I still think putting out that Burrow thing was stupid.
True. You're talking about with him with his girl, or you mean him with the hitch thing?
The fake behind the back to nobody.
Yeah, no. See, we're gonna relax on that because that showed off his swag a little bit. We're gonna relax on that one.
If you're the franchise quarterback, you can't just be showing off swag in a practice.
No, it's all good to show off swag. And yeah, listen, everybody. Like,
what?
The whole Travis Hunter thing, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about that play. If you try to make a play, it didn't work out. Okay,
we could help the Chargers too. Hey, Madison Beer. Like, let's not. We can save that for a later date.
Here's the question because we were on this whole cupcaking thing for a while with like quarterbacks and girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it gets so bad where Aaron Rodgers' wife actually makes an appearance and they're on the field together?
I never crossed my mind.
You ever see a picture of Aaron Rodgers' wife?
No. Does that exist?
Nope.
Oh, so that doesn't exist.
Mm-mm.
Nobody knows who she is.
Mm-mm.
It's kind of sick.
Check it out. Like I did some research.
Uh-huh.
There's been rumors and speculations, but nothing that's a concrete.
Is it like a nobody? Not in the sense of her as an individual, but like she's not a known person. She's an everyday type.
From
woman?
my understanding, she's like a wellness guru type of hippie kind of person.
Okay.
So I think she's known, but hey, we ain't gonna know her. And I'm a hippie, but I ain't gonna know
her. So we think that she will make an appearance?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if it gets so bad? What if it gets so bad where Aaron Rodgers' wife's like, hey, babe, I'm seeing Madison Beer and, like, the other girl, I can't remember Joe Burrow's girlfriend's name or whatever. I'm seeing them on the sidelines. Hey, can I come out in public?
Just the same face.
Can I kind of say what's up to you a little bit? But I respect it. Dude, I mean, more power to him. I'm sure he doesn't want to be bombarded with a bunch of questions about his wife and everything. So if you can keep it under wraps, man, good for you.
Yeah. I would assume so. All right, one more update from Brent. It's red zone time. 11 on 11.
Let's go.
Here's a quick list of plays. Tootin' short run. Trevor, TD to Myers.
Nice.
Was the first option. Beats Kool-Aid. Remember, it's all red zone, and you just rep it multiple times.
Yep.
So this isn't they're driving down the field each and every time. So we got a Trevor TD to Myers. Next play, another TD to BTJ. Next play, Trevor TD, beauty of design, and Myers with an easy one. Trevor fist pump and fired up after that sequence of plays. All right, we're back.
Nice. Everybody relax. See?
Here we go.
All we needed was one red zone period to get back on track.
We're back, baby. We're all right.
Now, I wonder, can Travis Hunter get some, y'all getting fried? And y'all getting fried? What?
Maybe he means fired.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We got to hear about Travis Hunter some more, though. Like, I'm hoping that he gets redemption here with Chris Olave.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
No idea as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. 39 seconds ago, Mullins to Travis Hunter in red zone, drags the toes, spins the ball, and dances for 4 to 5 seconds in front of teammates. We're so back, baby.
We're back. We're
so
back. Everything, it's all good now. Now we just got to close it up with a Quinn Allen fight, put a bow on the practice, and we're good to go.
Yeah, let's get back to Jax. We've seen all that we need to see.
Get in, get out, we're out of here.
That's
So, okay, one more time just so we're clear.
Mm-hmm.
This is the joint practice. Tomorrow is a walkthrough.
I don't even know if it's a walkthrough. It's just like it's not a practice. So it's like whatever the Jags want to do, whether that's just sit and watch film, walk through, take the day off.
Gotcha.
It's one of those options.
Yeah, and then
that
Friday.
kind of day.
I'm sorry, and then Saturday's obviously the game.
Yeah. 4.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, we're back. Jags are hot in the red zone. We needed that. Some positivity now coming out of New Orleans.
I'm not mad at it.
Man, it's real quick. And I know this is the most obvious thing of all time, but it's like the fact that Saints fans are pumped and overreacting to Shuck having a good day, and the Olave catch and all that stuff. And it's just
well, come on, man. Like
no. I'm not faulting at all.
Okay,
I'm not faulting at all. I'm just saying like, hey, it's about that time, like
yeah.
A week ago, everybody was checked out, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, before training camp. Now everybody's locked. Everybody's overreacting to joint practice plays that are, not even real game situation. They're in red zone or whatever.
Yeah.
The whistle's not blowing for a sack, but we're just loving that there's the NFL Twitter reposted Chris Olave taking flight.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, that's going to happen, man.
So yeah.
I mean,
It's
at
good
the end, say what?
It's good times.
It's great times. And listen, if you're a Saints fan, like I don't know how the Saints fans really feel about how they're going to be this year. Obviously, you're in a division where it's up for grabs, so I would think there's some optimism and everything playing in the NFC South where Falcons don't know who their quarterback's going to be. Panthers, pretty solid on defense, but do you trust Bryce Young? And then, who am I missing? Falcons, Panthers, Saints.
Yep.
Oh, and then Bucks. The Bucks should probably be the favorites to win that division. But can Baker, repeat what he had with Liam Cohen? Because last year wasn't it. And, injuries happen and everything. His shoulder was all banged up. But the Bucks have a lot to prove as well. And keep in mind, Vita Bea, we'll keep track with that. Their star defender, I'm not sure if he still wants out or not. So that division's up for grabs. And I get the feeling that people are starting to become more infatuated with Tyler Shuck. I couldn't tell you one Tyler Shuck highlight from college. I really couldn't. Didn't even watch the guy. Was a little surprised that he was drafted where he was drafted.
Yeah.
But it goes to show you, and this is why it helps to have a head coach who's also an offensive guru who calls the plays. You can recruit your guy who you want. Andy Reid did this exact same thing with Patrick Mahomes. Now, I'm not saying Tyler Shuck is Patrick Mahomes, but I think some consensus board experts would have said, wow, the Saints took Tyler Shuck there? That's kind of crazy they took him that high. Well, Kellen Moore wanted him. And even though it was a Spencer Rattler show for a little bit, eventually Tyler Shuck takes over. And listen, I thought he was going to be a placeholder. I didn't think he was going to last long in the NFL. I thought he was just kind of buying his time before Arch Manning goes to New Orleans, right? Something like that.
Right.
But now I think there's optimism where it's like, man, maybe Kellen Moore saw something. Maybe Kellen Moore can get the best out of his guy. Time will tell with Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's slowly but surely impressing a lot more people.
Yeah.
And he's winning over the Saints fan base which is the most important thing day by day.
Can you name me one Tyler Shuck college highlight?
No.
Right?
Not one.
I can't. I got nothing.
I got nothing either.
Yeah.
One of the guys that you picked to be the dark horse for first fight was Matt Dickerson.
Yes.
This regime, whether it's Cohen, Gladstone, or Baselli, has talked wonders of Matt Dickerson for the last year.
Yeah.
Well, really not even the last year because he wasn't even on the team or was just getting on the team this time last year. But he wins a starting spot midway through the year and gets rewarded with his first ever actual contract, guaranteed contract. The Jags signed him to a 1 year, $1.5 million deal. That was the first time in his career, I know, which seems like nothing, but that was the first time in his career that he'd been re-signed. 8 different teams in 8 years, the Jags being the 8th of those. So now he's entering year 8, and I got a chance to talk with him yesterday. So every practice of training camp, or every day of training camp at 11:30, we've been bringing you sounds of camp, brought to you by Metro Foundation. So this is Matt Dickerson from yesterday.
It felt good just knowing where I was going to be and coming in, knowing in my head that, look, coming from the same defensive system, all that, and it felt good. I'm comfortable. So,
what worked last year?
I think we just pride ourselves in physicality, and we love just getting after it every single day. I like stopping the run, doing everything I can to provide for this team, and I love the guys in this room. So, yeah, I'm just very fortunate and blessed to be brought back, and I look forward to this year.
Hey, tell me more about that. Is there a special appreciation for, obviously you work for everything that you've got, but is there a special appreciation for the organization that finally re-signed you and brought you back?
100%. 100%. I love this team from the top down, and especially more so the guys and the coaches. We all have a really good relationship. We're honest with each other, and we say the truth. And sometimes it hurts, but it helps us become a better team and a better defense, and both sides of the ball. You know, we love each other, and we want the best for each other.
This year, how are you playing right now? Where do you feel that your game is at?
I feel like there's just constantly things to get better at, and I like wake up every single morning excited to come to work, and there's always be more physical, always be better with hands, always be better with the rush, always be better with a lot of things. So you know, I'm looking forward to showcase that in these upcoming games.
Do you still feel undervalued? Maybe not necessarily by this team, but by the NFL. Is there still a chip there?
I feel like there's always been a chip since I got in this league undrafted, and at first I was sad about that when I didn't hear my name on draft day, and but it's honestly been the biggest blessing in my life. It's caused me to always want to work harder than anyone next to me, knowing that you're competing just not just against the guys in your room, but also across the whole league. And I'm very fortunate for my process and my journey, and I'm thankful.
Give me one maybe younger guy on the defense. Doesn't have to be on the line, can be. That's kind of sticking out to you and impressing you.
Albert has definitely impressed me. Coming usually from college, you kind of keep the bad habits, and it's kind of hard to transition into what the defense expects from you. And he's really picked up on it fast on what they want here, and it's just beautiful to see him grow in his confidence and his physicality. So I'm excited to see him play.
Obviously, again, number 1 rush defense in the NFL last year, the defensive line, but 32 total team sacks last year. It's an area that the Campanile, everybody said that they want to improve. Number 1, by covering a little longer and maybe some exotic blitzes. But how much of an emphasis is it for y'all to get to the quarterback a little bit more this year?
I feel like OTAs was very beneficial for us this year. It wasn't like waiting all the way till training camp to start what our plan is, and getting here during OTAs, really focusing on rush emphasis. I mean, the physicality is definitely turned down just a little bit during OTAs. So it gives us an opportunity to really work on our pass rush and our plan, and what they want from us to have a better plan of getting there.
So that is Matt Dickerson. I asked him after, Austen, if he just kind of labels himself as just a strictly run defender, and the answer was no. Obviously, you want to.
Dude, that's blasphemy, Hamby.
Yeah. Well, I think I worded it in a much better way.
Yeah.
To him, but he was like, at the end of the day, I had to pick at some point which one I wanted to be excellent at.
Yeah.
And I picked the run.
Sure.
And I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yep.
Obviously, Eric Armstead and Ruka Rororo are tasked with getting to the quarterback from the 3-tech spot, much less Dickerson. He's more of a first and second down only, which is what he takes his pride in, according to him. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So he expects to have another big year. And again, I just liked hearing at the beginning of that more about the appreciation to the Jaguars organization, being the first to actually give him a guaranteed contract. I thought that was pretty cool.
No, it's really cool. And this is what the Jaguars regime has been doing, right? Where if you're willing to do the dirty work, if you're willing to stop the run, they're going to find a spot for you. Just like being a wide receiver, if you're willing to do the dirty work and you're willing to block and run block, they'll find a spot for you. You saw with Dwamie Brown last year, right? Like, for all the hype that Dwamie Brown had, how many targets did he get?
Barely any.
Well, you paid him, what, $12 million? But what? He lacked in the run game. Like, if you weren't going to do the dirty work, they're not going to pay. I mean, they'll pay you in the contract, but you're not going to get on the field to get your reps.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what it is. So I'm all for it. And when you have a guy like Matt Dickerson where stopping the run is a premium, I always say this, and I'll say this and I'll die on this hill. You can't teach somebody how to stop the run. You can give a defensive lineman skills, how to rush a passer and increase, the hip fluidity and the hand placements and all that stuff. But stopping the run's an attitude. And either you have it or you don't. It's not something you can just turn on. Either you want to beat the guy in front of you and you want to, push him back and make a play, or you want to go around him and say, I want to get to the quarterback. The greats can do both. The Josh Hines Allens, the Trayvon Walkers, you Matt Dickerson, they can do both. So that's where that attitude comes into play, and I'm glad to see that guys that play with an attitude are getting compensated as such.
100%. So you can hear more from Matt Dickerson on the YouTube page. I'll have that up after the show. We're trying to get sound out each and every day from training camp. And, again, we're going to hear from Brent momentarily. But for now, we welcome in our guy.
Let's go fishing.
Let's go fishing, baby. Paul Dozier.
Yeah, man. Here we
What's
are.
up?
How we doing, guys?
You're getting excited with all that's going on.
I tell you what, man, it's unbelievable that the Saints are winning the Super Bowl over one
Wild.
play here this morning.
Ain't it crazy, Paul?
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I reminded Austen, I was listening, that the last year the Jags, I believe, had a joint practice with the Dolphins, and we couldn't get a first down. We couldn't barely snap the ball, and the Dolphins were going to the Super Bowl, and the Jags were going 0-17. So I think that the joint practices are valuable. Obviously, they know a lot more than we do, but it's probably not going to determine the end of the season, would be my guess.
I would agree with that, Paul. Correct.
I think so. And I believe we're joined by Brent as well. So we got a whole gang now to wrap up the Brent and Austen show on a Thursday.
Hey, let's try this again. Hopefully it's coming in good. My phone was overheating a bit. It's hot here, guys. We know what hot is, but it's feel like it's about 110 here today in New Orleans. Might get up to 115 on the weekend, so it's really, really hot here in Louisiana. The Jags were just hot, too. Paul, get the Super Bowl tickets, buy them in bulk. You'll be able to sell them really well because they just dominated the red zone session of practice and flipped the practice on its head a little bit to at least end the narrative of getting swamped here by the Saints. So it was really good. Trevor hit Parker. Trevor hit BTJ. Trevor hit Jacoby Myers a couple of times. And then even second team, fun moment with Travis Hunter catching a ball right on the sideline, kept his feet in, does a little dance. That one was from Nick Mullins, but certainly felt like it changed the tone of the practice for the Jags.
Brent, obviously, I think Liam Cohen had visions of being a physical team for this practice, right, establishing that run and everything. In terms of running the football, the physicality part, did that show up today in practice for the Jaguars?
I think at times, Austen, I would say not overall. They're going to be like, wow, this team's going to run for 7 yards a pop. I think there were times where Quinn Allen had a hell of a run coming off that scuffle I mentioned earlier. Chris Rodriguez had some nice physical runs.
I saw Amir Abdullah have another nice one too. So there were some, but there were also a good amount that were 1 or 2 yards, no gains. Some that went to the outside that were snuffed out by, again, I think a good Saints defense from a year ago. Yeah, I would say it's not jumping off the page for me that it was overly physical. And on the other side, when I was watching the Jags defense, I think that stout run defense from a year ago looks like it's going to be pretty darn good again. I think they did a nice job when I was watching.
Brent, give us more on the heat out there. You said BTJ might be seen with a little bit of cramps, or was there anybody else kind of hobbling off at any point for the Jaguars?
No, not that I see or have seen. You never know. There's like a freezer area where they can go in. Trevor actually went in there in the early part of practice just to cool down. And, it hasn't been overly hot at Jags camp this year. It's been rainy at times and overcast. And so I think this feels pretty damn hot, quite frankly. And BTJ was getting looked at, but for cramp and stretching that thing out, and has since returned from what we saw. So a lot of players on the other field. I'm not sure if some of the defensive guys that happened to or not. The big scare for the Saints, Jordan Tyson, looked like he went down, stayed down for a little bit on the sideline, then was able to get up and walk off. But he's had a heck of a camp, the 8th overall pick in this year's draft for the Saints.
Brent, when you go through these joint practices, obviously, that first team meeting or that first position meeting that you go to after that practice, I mean, it's always the same narrative. We either won it or we lost that practice. And seeing how this is really the game for the Jaguars because they'll be resting a bunch of their starters and everything, do you feel like did the Jaguars defense win this practice today, and did the Jaguars offense win this practice today?
I'm going to say no on both accounts. Again, I think the offense rescued themselves and really fought back, and I think that will be well received when we talk to Liam Cohen. I think it will, or maybe he'll be so disappointed in some of the early stuff where there was drop, there was sacks, coverage sacks. There were plenty of penalties on offense, which we really haven't seen a lot of overall in camp. And so I think that's going to bother him, some of that illegal motion stuff. So I would say no. I don't. The red zone period was dominant. The red zone period was terrific. But I don't know if it was enough to really make you feel great about the other stuff. I just think it evened it out. On the defensive side, Austen, again, Liv's watching that field, and so she's a little more in tune with that. But I'm peeking over there, and I saw splash plays, deep balls to Olave, to a couple other receivers, first team, second team. And so I think Shuck got off to a hot start. I think I saw 7 of 8. So I would say overall it feels like the Saints, at least from a splash play standpoint, had the upper hand earlier in the session and probably carried through. But I'd have to dig a little deeper into what Liv saw. Because I also saw like Josh Hines-Allen come close to a sack, maybe even would have been a sack. Mohamed made a couple of nice plays near the end zone. One of them on Chris Olave, in fact. So I think there's been a little bit more evening out. No doubt the first 35 minutes, 40 minutes of practice was all Saints. And I think you could tell that from my tweeting. But yeah, I think I'd still put it probably as a slight L for both units here today, especially with the expectations the Jags have versus maybe who we think the Saints are.
In terms of the running game, obviously it's one of the camp battles, right? It's talking about we're going Tootin or Chris Rodriguez. Did you get the sense of was anybody used a little more today in the camp battle, or was it pretty much like an even timeshare with the running back?
Pretty even. I mean, Rodriguez has used a bunch more, which is great news coming off the foot, right? That he's really participating a lot. I thought it was interesting when they started red zone, the first carry went to Bashal Tootin. I thought of you. I was like, well, wait a minute. They were at like the 16 or 17 yard line, Austin. So I thought maybe that's where would be Rodriguez. And so I was looking and it pops up. It's number 33. So I was a little surprised by that. So I think that may tell you, hey, they're still splitting a lot. And then there was a nice screen pass, and I get excited about good screen passes here in Jacksonville. That was a good one to Tootin. They executed it well. It would have been a good 30, 35-yard gain. So that was nice to see. But balanced, I would say, with Rodriguez and Tootin. Certainly feels still to me like Tootin's getting all the opportunity in the world to hold him off. And I think we go back to further conversations we've had, you've brought up. What do you want to be, right? Is it a game where maybe it's the Tennessee Titans and you want to pound the rock a little bit more and establish physicality? Maybe Rodriguez would start that game if it was in week 2 or 3. I still feel like Bashal Tootin might be the guy at the outset.
I got one final question, Hamby. I'll let you take over here. Obviously Travis Etienne, meant a lot to this team last year, has some pretty close teammates. Obviously Trevor Lawrence was a teammate for a long time. Did you get the sense, was there kind of like a reunion type of vibe between the Jaguars and seeing Travis Etienne, there wasn't really no time for reunions. It's hot outside. We got to go to practice. Like, there wasn't a lot of hugging and saying what's up.
I think you saw a little bit, but not as much as I thought you'd see. I think we're going to get a little more of that after practice because I was looking for it. And practice, basically, they went from stretching to individuals and jumped into the mix pretty quick. There wasn't a lot of time for, hi, how you doing? I think we'll see that a little bit more later on. I think it's interesting. Etienne is getting those number one reps when I was looking over there. I mean, it's just so weird to see Alvin Kamara as like what feels like a backup back. I know they're going to split it and figure it out, but it's still kind of odd to see how much money they spent in that running back room here in New Orleans. Over here, I will say it was kind of a fun moment for Liam Cohen just to see. He was not too far from us, and he was like yelling to number 57 on the Saints. I'm like, I wonder if he knows him from Tampa. No, it was Miles Cole instead, former Jaguar. So he went up and gave him a hug. So there's a little bit of that out there. I think we're about to get more of it at the end of practice.
Brent, were you made aware when the live stream from the fan ended? Because it did end. It was cut short. Was that were you able to catch wind of that? Because now we had people in our chat asking if we could air the live stream because of our new announcement, and I had to explain how that's not exactly how it works.
That's a good call. No, I have enough to watch right here. I'm trying to do the job of 15 beat writers in Jacksonville, okay? And I don't know if I'm doing a good enough job of that. My phone's overheating, trying to call in. I'm not looking at the stands. So I don't know when that went down or how that went down, but I'm surprised it was up for as long as it was, if I'm being completely honest.
No doubt.
That happened. As for what you just brought up, and I know you guys gave it a shout at the top of the show, but once again, pretty excited, and you can check more out on all our social media channels about the new Action Sports Jax TV. I think we've got some more announcements on the way, hopefully more meetings. We've been doing a lot of work on it, but the big announcement with the Orlando Magic. And just for people to know, two things. Why is this happening? One, well, the regional sports networks have basically gone away. So there's an appetite for teams like the Orlando Magic to get in the Jacksonville market, and there's not a regional sports network to do it. Obviously, they would like to make some money off deals like that, too, and they don't have that at their disposal from a revenue standpoint. But also, look at the World Cup. Did like 66 million viewers. It was free to everybody over the air. And they saw those numbers. And then you take something like the Home Run Derby, which obviously isn't as big of an event. I get it. But it did record low numbers when it just streamed on like Netflix. So the bottom line is people have learned that you're going to stream. That's not going away. But I think people want over-the-air TV if they can get it for free and watch the teams they like. And I think a lot of the local markets, us, Orlando, Charlotte, with our company are realizing that. And obviously, we've already done a lot of sports over the years. So I think that's kind of a little bit what's behind this, and hopefully more to come. But it's not streaming. I think now we have to explain to everybody it's over-the-air free TV. You can get it with an antenna. You can get it if you have Xfinity. And then people are going to ask, what about DirecTV, Dish TV, YouTube TV? Hopefully coming. Not right away, or it doesn't look like it yet. But I think they're going to work on the potential for that as we move along, starting in October. So that's the latest on that. Sorry, Paul Dozier, I took all your time, or maybe not all your time. Hi, Paul. You got a question for me?
Yeah. When did Hamby get a headshot on this picture you just had up here? I mean, you guys got Hamby. Hamby's head's going to get even bigger than it is. I mean, he's a music player and everything else. Now you're going to put him on TV? Are you serious?
Believe me, that has been a running joke internally. It's the shortest amount of time served ever to get on a screen like that. Hamby should be counting his blessings. What an honor.
Well, he does a good job, really, in all seriousness. He does a good job. You can tell he loves his job, so he deserves it, Brent. Let's give him give the guy a raise.
I'm trying to get Austen in a suit so we can get him up there. Mm-hmm. But apparently he's not getting a 401k from the station yet. So maybe until that happens, I don't know. Like maybe coming soon.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, what are we gonna do, man? That's why they call me a freelancer for a reason, Paul. You know?
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Maybe you need an agent. I'm available.
Oh, I like that, yeah, Paul. Yeah. Paul, did you have any ties with 1010XL?
No, I don't.
Okay, never mind then.
Go finish the show. Good.
Maybe the outdoor show.
Okay.
That's right. A couple of these guys show up on 1010 sometimes, don't they? In our world.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I was going, man.
We're all one big team. Maybe,
aren't we?
Maybe.
Yeah. joint practices. Yeah, that's what it is.
Back at it tomorrow from here in New Orleans. But full coverage tonight on TV, guys. Trevor just got sacked, by the way, in real time.
Brent, explain what's happening tomorrow. I was explaining that it was kind of like a off day film review type deal. They're not people, they're not joint practicing again.
Yeah. This is just one joint practice, which has always been the case. And then tomorrow's just an off day, like a pregame. You're always pretty much off the day before a game. Now they'll have meetings and stuff, but that's nothing new. That's pretty typical. Next week will be the same with Carolina. It's just one joint practice. Right now, scheduled for 2 with Tampa. We'll see if that holds. Based on injuries and other things, they could pull one of those practices back. But next week against Carolina in Jacksonville, 1 practice, and then Tampa scheduled for 2. We'll see if it does happen. But as I've been saying, it's the first time I think in team history, as far as I can tell, that the Jags have done 3 joint practices in a preseason, and that's obviously the way the league is going. But yeah, this is it today. So it was good the Jags rallied back a little bit, specifically on offense, to change a little of the narrative here today in Metairie, Louisiana. As now after a sec, we got some flags flying against the Jags. It looks like too. So
No dear.
a little sloppy still at times, but we're talking about practice. Have a good Thursday, everybody.
All right.
All right.
There goes Brent live from New Orleans. And Paul, there was really one thing I really wanted to ask you about today. I don't know.
Probably not going to be fishing related, I have a feeling.
It's not fishing related, although I do have a question about that as well. But I really got to get your thoughts on these babies. What do you think?
I'm okay. I've seen worse. They're better than those green ones. Remember those?
Ooh.
Those were brutal.
That was not a good
That
look.
was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Brent,
That was not
Paul, but I like the color scheme as much as I hate Florida, and this looks like what the teacher would draw if you got a 50 on your test.
I don't know, man.
Ooh, with the F.
It's in the 60s. The 60s throwback, guys. I mean, come on. How original are Georgia's uniforms? Seriously, maybe there's a copy in Georgia. Maybe instead of a red helmet with a G on it. I mean, did they come up with that, or did they copy the Packers? Which is it, Hamby?
I think we were first.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Hey, but we got some new ones too. So let me show you these babies, and we'll see what you think about these. All whites.
Yeah, that's not a throwback to the 60s.
I got to decide, though.
I like that.
Is it the usual G?
Yeah, there
Yes.
it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see the bottom there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's clean, man.
All right, good.
I also respect Alabama that, hey, we're not doing that, man. And Kirby's a lot like that, too. That, hey, we're going to wear what we wear. Penn State and Alabama, they don't mix and match much, ever.
That's who they are.
Like, ever. Alabama on the road, they're going to wear all white pants, white jerseys, and that's what it is.
That's like really like one of the last standing traditions, it feels like, in college
Penn
football.
State and Alabama, if you think about it, really, those two are kind of the.
Because Notre Dame was in that list too. Then all of a sudden Notre Dame started trotting out those like bright green jerseys and everything.
Yeah.
Hamby, did you got the link of probably the best college football jerseys this year that will be debuting?
Yes, let me grab that.
All right.
Before we do.
Oh, yeah.
You like those, Paul?
Yeah, I mean,
Paul, they're pretty clean, Paul. You gotta be honest.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah.
These look like. Oh, what do these look like? This is straight up.
Hamby, if you hate on this, I swear.
I wasn't gonna.
Okay, good. What do you got?
I'm gonna show you one picture at a time.
Okay.
I would love to see the Saints kind of try to pull off something like this. Honestly, it'd be pretty cool. All right, here we go. The Tulane. Does everybody know the mascot?
Green Wave.
Green Wave. That's right. Not plural by any means, by any stretch of the imagination.
Green Wave. Yeah, I don't go
just
wave.
one wave.
Yep.
Not like the Jacksonville Waves who are on the road tonight at 7:00.
Nice.
Here we go.
I mean, I like it.
Mardi Gras edition.
Yeah.
Do we have the jersey?
I am pulling up the jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of any time a school can kind of embrace what they're known. I mean, it's come on,
Culture.
man. Yeah, culture, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, you're drawn towards that, right? So celebrate the Mardi Gras, get the beads going and everything. Now, the numbers on the jerseys are because we have 3. We got the yellow outline with the green outline and then the white outline, or the purple. I'm sorry. So it's like 4 coming at you. I like it, man. I like the green. I like the numbers. I like everything about this.
Paul?
I'm okay with it. I mean, they're Tulane, not Alabama.
Yeah,
That's the thing. They. I mean, when I was a kid, I thought Tulane wore nothing but green. Now they wear powder blues.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I never. Tulane confused me for a while wearing the powder blues, but I guess I'm a little bit of a Tulane fan now, Hamby. You know,
Just because Summerall came from there?
I don't know. I just a friend of ours got married to a Tulane grad, and
All
he's
right.
a pretty cool guy, and he
Sweet.
loves Tulane football. And hey, why not?
All right. I like it.
Let me ask you guys this real quick. In terms of, and we'll just stick with like the OG helmets, the original helmets, because we can say who has the best jerseys. Well, jerseys are, every team has like 3 or 4 different ones set aside from Penn State. Like we're talking about, who has the best helmet in college football?
I don't know. I don't
Iconic, classic, whatever you're thinking. Hamby, what do you got? And if you're gonna be biased, I swear.
No, I'm not. I mean,
It's not Georgia, no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not cursive Gators either. Just so you know.
Am I wrong to think that Florida State's got a pretty cool helmet?
They do.
I would never say that. But,
yeah, fair.
But yeah, I mean, I think FSU's uniforms are pretty, especially their old uniforms back in the day.
Yeah.
They got cute with their uniforms too, and that's FSU always had, when they wore the gold pants and the white jerseys and the gold helmet, and that was it. I mean, and then they started getting, even in the Deion years, they wore some all white, I remember that the punt Rooski, Leroy Butler, I believe he was wearing all white, I believe, but
people would say Ohio State's got the best. I'm just telling you, that's what they would
why?
say.
Just because
Because you put a little Buckeye on the sticker?
Just telling you it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What do you think, Hamby? I think people would say Michigan maybe too.
Ugh.
Although I don't even know what that is.
Give me NC State.
Yeah.
Which is the N and the S.
They changed recently though.
The
man.
whole wolf on it.
That's not.
it's a wolf now?
That's not.
I don't care for classic.
Yeah, I'm saying like iconic. Like you can throw text on that. You can throw Notre Dame if you want. It's just a gold helmet.
USC's are pretty
I like
classic.
Tennessee. I mean, the power T. I mean,
the
power T. Tennessee's a
hurts my ears.
good one.
We got what we got in the chat here. People are saying Penn State.
Yeah.
People are saying Oregon for my son. Okay, yeah, I pretty appreciate it. Alabama. You like the Alabama one?
The traditional. Yeah, the traditional with your number on the helmet. I mean, I think it's cool.
Heavy, but like, see, you see that and you know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's Alabama football.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you given one or not, Hamby?
I said NC State.
NC State. Okay, that's fine.
I don't think y'all wanted classics.
I have to see the NC State one. I guess now I haven't seen it in a while.
How does, Miami, the U? I mean, where does that come from though? Is it supposed to be a hurricane symbol, or I mean, what is it? Seriously, it's. I mean, you know what it is when you see it. It's all about the U. I mean, what in the world does that mean?
University.
Well, I know. I mean, why isn't the University of Wisconsin the U or whatever?
We'll just take the W. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I have no idea where it came from, but like
it's stuck.
Talk about iconic.
That's
an iconic one. Right, especially because you associate that with obviously the 90s and everything when they're really humming and everyone throwing up the U. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Sometimes it's the most simple things.
Did they throw the U up in the 80s and 90s though, or is that a recency?
No, I'm pretty sure they threw it up to like back when it was like the Warren
Michael
Sapp
Irvin,
year.
those
Yeah,
guys. You think they were throwing the U up?
I'm pretty sure they're throwing the U up. I don't know though. I mean, I was extremely young, but I remember I had a pair of Miami Zumbas, like the sweatpants, just because Miami was a team to
You
like.
were a front runner, man. You were
no, it was Paul. It was purchased at a rummage sale for like $2. Okay, and they were comfy, and then they're stylish. That's all that was.
As we wrap things up on the Thursday edition of Brent and Austen Show, let's go fishing. Presented by Nimnik Buick GMC. Paul, tell us what's going on in the water.
Yeah.
Is it a chill time? You've been out recently?
Fishing's good. The mullet run's about to start, which is one of the best seasons of the year. It's when all the baby mullet get together and leave the creeks. Usually it happens in the first northeaster, but there's a lot of bait in the creeks, a lot of mullet, and the fish are in the creeks now too. The water's still hot as can be, but there's a lot of redfish and small flounder this time of year, which they'll all grow up with the mullet. So what'll happen is the first northeaster we get, everything will get together and they'll go out the inlets, and then there'll be tarpon and jacks and all sorts of life around the inlets, which is really, really awesome. Usually happens, first northeaster in September. So, but offshore fishing, the king mackerel fishing on the local reefs is still excellent. There's a few cobias around. There's a hint of some cold water. The North Florida King of the Beach was 10 days ago now. excellent fishing all up and down. And the beach fishing last summer was terrible. The beach fishing this summer has been excellent from the old school all the way through all the beach tournaments. Good fishing this year. So fishing's good offshore. Mangrove, mutton snappers, bottom fishing offshore. I think all the charter guys have had a great year. The bait's been here all year. And there's not much to complain about in the fishing department right now. The shrimping in the St. Johns River is good, and we'll continue. The shrimp are growing up. We'll continue to get bigger. This is kind of the transition from late summer into fall where all the fingerling bait and fish are growing up, and then they'll all go offshore and get eaten.
Paul, let me ask you this real quick. Like, obviously yesterday a lot of storms took part and everything. What's the response to fishing then after like a storm? Like, is it better or is it worse? How does that work?
I would think like it cooled the water off a little bit.
Okay.
You know, when you get that kind of rain, it's so hot. I mean, when the mud gets so hot, so if it cools it off, it's going to make the water a little dirtier in the short term. But I think it's healthy. To keep 95-degree water and that's what it's been on the flats. 95 degrees. A guy sent me a picture of his temperature gauge the other day. Dang. That's no good for any of us, or fish. So. I think afternoon thunderstorms, I don't know about you guys. I look forward to them. My yard looks forward to them and seems to really avoid my house pretty regularly. We did get a little bit yesterday, but, I think it's good.
Okay.
Let's Go Fishing, presented by Nimnik Buick GMC every Thursday, 11:30. Paul, thanks for stopping in as always.
No problem, guys. Not much of a fishing report, but go Jags. Beat those Saints,
That's right. The guys are wrapping up practice. So if you stuck with us today, we appreciate it. We've had a lot of new people jumping in. So we do it every day at 10 a.m. You can find us anywhere you can stream. And you can also watch the replay. It's going to be on anywhere you can watch or listen to podcasts, including on Spotify and Apple. And then tonight, we take the TV, CBS 47 and Fox 30 for a 15-minute recap of everything that happened today, complete with video from New Orleans. Should be a lot of fun, and we'll do it all again tomorrow.
Hamby, real quick, do we have any degenerate bets for the games tonight for preseason football?
Oh, man.
Anything you're going to be watching? We got a couple, and we got 4 games. Actually, we got a lot more than that.
Under.
You're betting first half unders?
I don't know.
Or full games?
I don't know. But the first game, the Hall of Fame game, would have not been a winner.
You got the Packers, Steelers, Lions, Bengals, Colts, Patriots, Chargers, Texans, Cardinals, Raiders, and Titans, 49ers.
The degenerate's dream tonight.
Who are you telling, man?
This degenerate will be watching. I am so hungry for football.
I know, man. I'll take whatever I can get. Hopefully some starters play, but who knows, man. Packers, Steelers might be interesting, but I doubt we're going to see Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love or anybody.
We might.
Hey, you never know, man. But keep it locked in for Brent Martineau. He'll be on Twitter. I'm sure he's tweeting a bunch of cool things about Jaguars practice today. Hopefully they end with a W. We'll see how that works. But for Paul Dozier stopping by, Jason Hamby pushing all the right buttons, I'm Austen Lane. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe. Stay casual. Peace.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jax team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Colts Hilly, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Local sports content anytime and anywhere. That's been the vision of the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network as we bring you live events and exclusive interviews just like this.
I'd be lying if I'd have said it in 1995 when they picked me that 30 years later I'd be sitting here.
Let's see this weigh in right now. What do we got? Oh, we got a big hole. 44.48. There's the moment here.
The lead is 14.
team, matching the largest of the game. Crawford, he did it again!
If we can't do the minimum of making it to the Final Four, then something's really not right.
And it's only growing from there. So join the thousands of people that have been tuning into the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network each week. Download the apps, save the website, or tune into any of our social media platforms as we bring you local sports anytime and anywhere. So come watch some sports with us on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Nimnicht is synonymous with Jacksonville, and now in 2026, Nimnicht is celebrating 85 years of partnerships with you. Longevity equals trust, and you want a car dealership you can trust. Thousands of vehicles sold, generations of families, all part of the Nimnicht family of dealerships. It's nobody but Nimnicht, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnicht Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road.
Congratulations to Jordan Matthews, our committed to the uncommitted player of the year.
Nobody but Nimnicht. They are there for you and your causes, your car buying experience, and they are there for you 24 hours a day at NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Experience professional grade with big inventory and even bigger savings. And Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealership. Nobody but Nimnicht for 85 years. This milestone belongs to you, Jacksonville. It can be a silent killer, but awareness is getting louder. Blood clots take more lives each year than car crashes. And just like driving, you have to be defensive. A few easy ways to protect yourself or someone you love are to learn your Caprini risk score and ask your doctor about your blood clot prevention plan. Emily's Promise is a local nonprofit named for Emily Atkins.